everyone, my name is Alice and sometimes I get lost in The Sims. Let's get lost together, shall we? Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to take you on a tour through one of my favorite builds, and it's called the Ruin Restaurant, and I built this particular one before I even had Instagram and YouTube, and so I thought I might tour it and show it to you. It was loosely inspired by the ruin bars of Budapest in Hungary. Let me tell you a quick insight into the history of the ruin bars. Budapest is divided into districts, and in the 7th district it used to be the historic Jewish quarter that has a really sad history, with also being a Jewish ghetto in World War II and also a lot of people getting deported to concentration camps and all that comes with it. So the buildings decayed in the years following World War II. And in the early 2000s, creative people experimented on a bar in one of these ruined buildings. And it's called Simpler Kert, and it is still there today. And it was the first, but many followed. And today the ruin bars are part of the culture of the city. The style of them is mostly edgy and run down, with mismatched furniture and crumbling walls, but there's also a few places that are more hip and elegant. And this build, as I say, is inspired by it, so it's not 100% a ruin bar, although I'm definitely planning to build one in the future. But especially the courtyard of this build was inspired by the concept. So in the courtyard we have these old-looking walls with graffitis and just looking a bit like an old space that is now made into a hip place to spend some time with your friends. And in this case it's a restaurant. But as you saw before, the building from the outside doesn't look run down at all. And that's because I wanted to match it to the other buildings in this shopping area of Magnolia Promenade. So I went for a chic look in the front, and then you walk into the courtyard and then it gets a bit more edgy and alternative. And the building complex in this case also houses shop for toys and one shop for fashion, and I will show them to you in a bit. But the biggest part of the building is the restaurant. And for your gameplay, you can choose to either play as a restaurant or as one of the shops, or in theory you could also have both shops open. And I would suggest, if you play as a restaurant, then have one family buy the restaurant or the whole build and then lock the doors to the shops so Sims can't walk in, because then they don't get lost in your shops. And also, if you want to play the shops, then lock the door to the restaurant. Oh yeah, as I see the shelf behind the till being empty, so I didn't lock the doors, so Sims walked in and stole the toys from the shelves. So that is a good example why I'm telling you to lock the doors. Because Sims steal. They don't mean it like it, but they do. Anyways, I didn't put any tables that are eligible for a restaurant into both of the shops. So if you lock the doors, it doesn't matter to the restaurant. So the restaurant works perfectly fine. Also, each of the institutions has their own set of toilets, so you can really run them all separately and you don't need the other ones open if you don't want to. I mean, so far, unfortunately, The Sims doesn't give us the option to have stores and a restaurant open at the same time on the same lot, although I would really love that because it would be so much more realistic. Also, like shopping centers and everything always have restaurants as well. Yeah, but I mean, it's okay to play it like this, I guess. And maybe one day we will be able to play more than one lot type on the same lot. So the tour will end quite soon. So let me quickly tell you what I'm planning or what I'm working on. And one thing is that I'm trying to keep to a regular schedule of uploading videos on Tuesdays and Saturdays, although already next week I will upload a video on Friday and not on Saturday because a collab that I'm in will be launching that day. I'm really looking forward to showing you that build. And also I have a idea for the 100 baby challenge that I've started to work on. So I will share that with you very soon. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you want to see more tours of builds that I like and that I made before my Instagram and YouTube days, because obviously I cannot do speed builds for them. And yeah, also please subscribe to my channel if you like my content, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!